Hello, party people. As you come in, there we go. Hello, party people. As you come in, make sure that you are talking to me. Let me know where you are watching from. If you are watching this on replay, then you do not have to wait for people to come in. Make sure that you still go ahead and check the link in the description box below. That is going to send you directly to my Amazon Live so you can check out the video that you missed out on. But don't trip because we're going to be there. Hello, family. How are you? You guys will notice that I'm going to be looking over here at my camera, over here at the screen when I'm looking at your comments. But I want to come on here today and talk about my favorite hair care products for 2022. And this is the thing, you guys will notice here on my channel, your girl don't really switch up like that. The basis of products that I have are pretty much the same. You may see me add a couple of things here and there, but for the most part, things stay the same. So today, we are going to talk here and chat for a minute about what you guys need as it pertains to hair care products and things of that nature. And then we're going to head over to my Amazon store. All right. And on my Amazon Live, I'm going to show you the exact products that I'm talking about. And we will go through, oh, excuse my straw. And we will go through all of these products one at a time. I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Everybody, let me know how you're doing. So, really quick, I'm going to go into this video and leave this link for you guys to head over to. But for the most part, one of the main things that I want to talk about before we head over to my Amazon is just the way that product selection works. Now, for the most part, a lot of people get really, really confused whenever we're talking about hair products. And now we have the guru. I have the Guru 101. I have my YouTube channel and a couple of different other platforms, Instagram. But I don't want to make a whole bunch of different videos talking about hair care products. So we're just going to do this one and let it stretch across everywhere. Okay. So I really, really, really want us to get on this because most people think that their hair care routine has to change based on their porosity, but in reality, the routines and the patterns stay the same. It's just the tools that you're using to accomplish these goals within the routine change, right? And this is what I always mean when I tell you guys that products are tools. All right. That's what I mean. I always mean that is what I always mean when I say that products are tools, because by me letting you know that products are tools, that means that you have to first get the proper regimen to get you to a certain place. So I'm getting in this code for y'all. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. I have to put the link below. But ask me any questions. What issues are you having right now when it comes to your hair care journey and things of that nature? Like, what issues are you having? Where are you stuck? What products do you need? What products are you confused about? Let me know so I can make sure that I answer all of those questions in the live, because I just want you guys to know, like I said, that when we're selecting products, it's not like, okay, this routine and this thing that I'm telling you guys, especially those of you that are in Guru 101, or if you've done my 7-day challenge, it's not like, okay, once I teach you guys porosity, that now we go from being broken up in groups from 4C, 4B, 4A to being broken up in groups with low porosity, medium porosity, high porosity. No, that's not how this is going. No. Low porosity, medium porosity, high porosity. The only thing that's going to change in your product's formulation is the products that you use to get to the certain place that you're trying to get to. For example, if you have low porosity hair, these three products that we're going to talk about when we get over to my Amazon Live, these three products are products that you do not use because they're protein based. All right. My intention was to stick to the hair guy Olaplex number 4. I mean, I mean, it's okay, but remember, everything has its proper place. Like, yes, that's fine if you wanted to do that with Olaplex. Yes. What what natural products can you use for heat protection? So, what do you mean by natural products? And the only heat protectant that I use for heat protection, love, is a heat protectant. So this right here, this is when I have my own product line. So this is not available, but I still make it for myself. But I am going to tell you guys my favorite heat protectants, but I really want you to use a heat protectant. Don't try to go and find a natural base, because in the reality of it is, like, any type of natural heat protectant that you use is going to have the same type of natural complexes that the heat protectant that you're trying to stay away from has. So my question to you is, what why are you looking for a natural heat protectant, and what is your definition of natural heat protectant? Do you mean for natural hair, or what do you mean? How to use a derma roller. So I have a video on that, and that's in the Guru 101. So check my older videos, because I have a video all about derma roller. I moved from Detroit to Arizona, and low porosity, but my scalp is dry, oily, and frizzy. Sweetness, please help my itchy scalp. If your scalp is itchy and dry, that means that your follicle is blocked. Most people that have itchy scalps or dry scalps automatically go to one of the heaviest oils, or an oil that they can find, in hopes of drying. I mean, undrying or moisturizing their scalp, not understanding that skin cell turnover is natural. So you're supposed to get flakes in your scalp, just like you have flakes in your skin, just like you got to scrub the bottom of your feet. Everything is exactly the same. So that's a really hard question for me to answer, because most people self-diagnose themselves. So if your scalp is dry with oily frizzy ends, that means it's something wrong that you're doing in your hair care thing. My hair care professional told me that I have low porosity hair and told me that I need water-based products. I want to know exactly what products I should be using. Well, if the professional that you're going to told you that, I want you to talk to them, because now me and this person are going to have you're going to be confused, because I don't agree with what the person told you, so you're going to be confused. I really think you should go to the person who told you that. Keep in mind, you guys, right now, I know we in different time zones, but I'm in Las Vegas. So I'm on Pacific timing. So it's 1:26 p.m. here. And we're going live on Amazon at 2:30 Pacific. So that'll be like 5:30 in some places. So I want everybody to keep that in mind. Going through postpartum shedding and starting to get great strands, and I am breastfeeding and pumping. Do I hot oil treatment every 2 weeks? What do you say? No. In short, because I can only give you so much right now, and before I finish this, I want everybody to know, when I say this, I'm not being rude or disrespectful, but I do need y'all to know that I do one-on-one consultations. And so the question that you just asked me is a full hour long consultation. So can't answer that in whole. And Guru 101 actually has a video coming on postpartum stuff. So I can't go too deep into it for free 99, but I'll tell you a little bit that how you feeling fine. So um mm, okay, here we go. Here we go. This is like stuff you could just find online, right, on Google. So we know that when we have a child, whenever we give birth, right, we are literally creating life with our own life force. Okay, so once you have your baby, and depending on how old you are too, once you hit 30, your body stops producing certain amino acids that it needs to make your hair, skin, and nails thrive, right? So whenever we are pregnant, whenever you are housing life in your body, I know because I've done it twice. Hello. Whenever you are housing life in your body, those amino acids that your body produces for your hair, skin, and nails to be good, your baby take it, right? So after the baby comes out, it is imperative, even though a lot of us don't want to hear or do this, it is imperative that you almost eat perfectly after your baby's born. Why? Because you need to replace the amino acids. So if you just had a baby and you're over 30, not that that's a bad thing, but if you had a baby and you over 30, once we hit 30, our body stops producing certain amino acids that it needs to thrive, healthy hair, skin, and nails. And if you just had a baby, your baby also has been taking all of the amino acids that your body produces to thrive so it can grow and thrive, right? So he or she can grow and thrive. So you have those two things going against you, for lack of a better word. So the key for you would be to get a routine and to figure out exactly what amino acids the body needs to thrive, to grow healthy hair, skin, and nails, and what fruits and vegetables and other herbs and botanicals you can ingest into the body, not put on the hair, what you can ingest into the body. Listen, I want you to stay free and clear. And this is anybody who dealing with postpartum shedding and stuff like that. I want you to stay free and clear of people who tell you that the key to getting over your postpartum shedding and different things that you're going through after you have a baby. Anybody or any brand that's telling you that all you need is a hair product to get through postpartum shedding and stuff like that, don't buy nothing that they got, because it was an internal thing. You having a baby was internal. That wasn't outside of you. So why would putting some a product on your scalp fix something that is happening inside of the body? So that's something that I want everybody to think about and keep in mind. All right. And with you breastfeeding, again, with you breastfeeding, your like our breast milk ain't just regular milk because it tastes good. Our breast milk is full of all of the amino acids that the body needs to thrive, which is why God made it so soon as we push that baby out, the milk comes. So that way the baby has all the amino acids that it needs for its hair, skin, and nails, and everything else in the body to start thriving. So those things, as you give birth, all of those things that you need for healthy skin and nails are going out of you. So it's your job to be putting them in you. So there is enough for the baby and enough for you left over. So that's something that I really hope that makes sense. But I can only give so much information on here. Yeah, let me put the guru link up. Baby number 4, birthday at 42. Yes. And so there we go. Exactly. So, and I'm not saying, oh, you having a baby at 42, that's old. I'm not saying that at all. More power to you, girl, that you doing it, because my baby shop is closed, shut down for real. You hear what I'm saying? But that's something that I really, really, really want you to think about, right? Something I really want you to think about. Y'all know, first of all, whether you have children or not, once you hit 30, your body stops producing all of the amino acids that you needed for healthy skin and nails. So it's your job to get a routine to match that pattern, to match a new pattern for your body to follow, and for you to have a diet that puts in those amino acids that the body is no longer producing. And 3, have a set list of products that help you with your routine, which is what we will be doing at 2:30 over on my Amazon Live. Worth every penny to be a part of Guru 101. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, let me add a link to Guru 101. Hold on, boo. So actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave the blog post that talks about Guru 101. Yeah, I'm gonna put up the blog post that explains Guru 101 to you guys, and then you can sign up from there if you want. But All right. I'm getting to some of y'all questions. I'm just making sure I got this link for you. Here we go. We about to get back in there. Okay, so that was it right there. That is the yeah. Okay, so there's the link. My wash day shedding has minimalized at least by 85% since your informational videos. B, Olaplex, and C, joining the 7-day challenge program, but still have some breakage. Is there something that you can address? Now, so you're not a part of Guru 101. I'm just making sure, not that that's a problem, but I don't want to. Okay. So if you are doing everything right, right in your eyes, but you still have breakage, there's something that you're doing wrong. Remember, our hair does not just break on its own. So there's something that is still a part of your routine. You are a part of Group 101. Okay, so this is what I need you to do. I need you to go inside of the discussion group, right? Any Guru 101 members, please put a link to the discussion group below. So if you are a part of Guru 101, put a link. Lord, go inside of the Guru 101 discussion group and ask that exact question. You don't have to type it out again. Copy it and then paste it inside of the Guru 101 discussion group. And inside of that group, I go in there a couple of times a month and I look through the questions and then I just go through on Guru 101 on Cyn Doll TV. Within Cyn Doll TV, you'll see that there are multiple videos and there's some like 45 minutes long where I'm just going through answering everybody's questions in grave detail. So make sure that if you are a part of Guru 101, you just go within the Guru 101 discussion group, ask that question again, and then when it comes time for me to do our question and answers, which is in about 4 days, then I'll get right to it. If you fix whatever is causing the breakage, then how long will it take to see the breakage stop? If you fix everything that's causing the breakage and you get rid of the breakage, it stops immediately. That's like asking, I'm not being rude or nothing. I just want you to think about it. So that way, when it comes up, you be like, okay, yes, I got this. So that's just like asking me, like, oh, like to know that your car is only messing up when you slam on your brakes. And when you slam on your brakes, that's what's messing up your brakes. That's what's causing them to scrape. So the solution to that, if I say it like, oh, okay, the solution to your brakes being broken is for you to stop slamming on your brakes. So then if you was to ask the mechanic, okay, well, how long after I stop slamming on my brakes will my brakes stop cracking? Immediately. Because the slamming on the brakes is what's causing the cracking. So for example, if you constantly wetting your hair every day, or you not necessarily wetting your hair every day, but you set your hair and you not supposed to touch it but with oil, but you still go back and put a cream in your hair every day or put a cream in your hair every 2 days, that would be equivalent to the thing that you doing is slamming on the brakes to make the brakes crack. Creams have water in them. So if you constantly in your head after you set your hydrogen bond on wash day, that could be why your ends are breaking. And the second that you stop slamming on the brakes, the second that you stop doing the thing that's causing the mechanical damage will stop. That's like if it's something that if it's a pencil and it's like all you keep snapping all your pencils when you go like this. You keep snapping all your pencils and then you say, oh my God, how can I stop my pencils from snapping? Stop going like that and the pencils won't snap. It's the tension that you're putting on the pencil that's making it weaker and it's making it snap. So if you stop putting the tension on there, instantly it will stop snapping. But if the ends are broken, it's a two-part thing. Most people think that they can just cut their ends stop. For example, if wetting your hair every day causes your breakage, Most of y'all think that you can just stop wetting your hair every day and your breakage is gonna stop. Nah, baby. No. That's like, I want everybody to get a piece of paper and put a small slit. It actually, I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like getting up. I'll do the analogy another day on Guru 101. But I want y'all to take a piece of paper. Anybody that got a piece of paper by them, take a piece of paper and just put a small tear in it. And then just sit here and go like that. Just sit here and go like that with that piece of paper. Just sit there and just go like that with the piece of paper. You will see that the longer you go like this, the rip is going to go from a small little minute rip to ripping all the way down the page. No matter what. And you can go put some tape on that piece of paper. You could go put some glue on it. But eventually, if you start doing this again, it will rip and pop. That's how it goes. And the only way that you can stop the paper from tearing when you go like that is if you cut beneath the rip. If you cut the broken end off, the ends will stop splitting. And everybody has normal mechanical damage after a while. That's why everybody say, well, that's why professionals tell you get a trim every 10 weeks. Because when you go to a real professional and you get a trim every 10 weeks, what they're doing is catching the ends before they split. So if you getting a trim every 10 weeks, you catching it before there's a split in the paper. Or you're getting all the miniature, minute splits in the paper. Give me a 5 if it makes sense. I really hope it makes sense. I'm saying it because I thought that if the damage is really bad, then it would take a little while for it to catch up. No, there's no catching up. That's what people who don't want to get rid of the damage in one day say. There's no catching up, y'all. I am going to get a piece of paper. My closet is junky because I'm filming. So judge your mama. Don't judge me. Okay? Okay. I just want y'all to visually see this rip, right? And then after I show y'all this rip visually, then we're going to get back into product selection so we can be in the mind frame for Amazon. Because when I get over to Amazon, we're not going to be talking about that. Y'all going to get QVC Cyn over there. Okay? All right. So let's piece. So right now, look at this paper, right? No matter how much I shake it, there are no rips, right? Still no rips. All right. But if there is a rip in this paper, now I want everybody to look at the rip. I'm about to draw a line at the base of the rip. So this blue line, I'm gonna put it on the other side. I think my address in this paper. Oh, wait. Okay, so the second blue line is the bottom of the rip. Okay, the second blue line, line number 2, the line on the bottom, is the second rip. Okay, so okay, can we see what's going on? Okay, but let's keep going. Okay, let's see what the rip is now. Do we see where the rip is now? Okay, so I really want y'all to pay attention to this. This is how split ends work. There's no, oh, let's trim a little bit off and then wait for later. No, like once the end splits, it will continue to split. Go ahead, rewind it. You saw the first time there were no rips formed in the paper that had no broken ends with no space, it didn't crack. But the second there was a small minute crack and then you went like this, it was easy for it to break. And so I could imagine, give me a 5 if this makes sense and if you can draw the parallel, right? So like you may think, oh, but I don't do this and this violently to my hair. You forget what's happening to my arm because you looking at my arm and how fast my arm is moving, but just look at the paper. You guys are rougher than that on your hair, especially when the hydrogen bond is broken. Oh, baby, what if this paper was wet? Right? So it's now the paper's wet, right? Now it's wet. So with any surface, almost any surface is weakest when wet, right? Oh, whoa. When it was wet, it just flew right off. Two shakes. I really, really, really need people to pay attention to this. And I know it may seem like it's minute, but it's really not. Like, that's exactly what's happening to your hair on a microscopic level. But of course, we look at everything at face value, so we can't really see it like that. But in reality, that is what's happening to our hair. All right. So I want everybody to really, really keep all of that in mind. Can you mark on the can you mark on the paper where the cut should be if it's hair? What do you mean? Where the cut should be where so now our paper is split, but the cut should be where the ends are. So there's nowhere to hold on. That's where your ends should be cut. Before they begin to split, there's no split. Like I don't allow my ends to split. Some people like if you go look on some videos, it's like 2 or 3 grandkids like, oh, your hair look like it's broken off. But my hair doesn't look broken. No, they said it looks thin, but my hair is cut in a V. So if you look at my hair blown out, you go, oh, it looks thinner in some places. No, it does not. My hair is cut in a V. I do not allow my ends to split. So I always catch my ends when they're right at that point. And if I ever see any frayed ends, I trim them. But my frayed ends are not because of my routine and because of my pattern. It takes about anywhere between 8 to 10 weeks for my ends to start looking like they need to be manicured or trimmed. So the trim goes at the back above the split, not under it. You can't catch it. Your ends, your hair shaft is not a healing organism like your skin. Your skin, you cut yourself, it go back up. Your hair and your nail, blah, 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 your hair and your nails don't work like that. Your hair shaft work the same way your nails do. You got a long nail. I say this all the time. You got a long nail and the nail splits or cracks. It's you have to cut it off. It's not gonna fuse together and grow again back into one. No, you have to start over. It's the same exact thing. That's why you cut your nails on a regular basis. People don't complain about cutting their nails like they do about their hair. They understand that their nails have to be manicured. Excuse me, that their nails have to be manicured. Well, guess what? The same protein that makes up your nails makes up your hair, boo. Have you ever heard of the split center? And if so, what did you think of this device? If it's not, I don't do machines for like stuff like that. That's just not my thing. For cutting. Anything I gotta stick in a hole and I can't see it, I don't want to do it. Even that one blow dryer, you stick it in a hole and then it suck your hair dry. I'm okay. I don't like sticking stuff that in holes that I can't see. I'm a woman. I don't stick stuff in holes. That's not my thing. Great illustration with the paper. No problem. I have medium high porosity hair. Have a lot of dits, thin hair. Once I had a good trim, it feels better. Yeah. Going back every 2 months for a trim, period. And the thing is, when you keep up with your trims, your hair grows like crazy. Most women, a lot of women, I'm not going to speak on race, but a lot of women are so freaking afraid to get a trim. But when you look at the women who get trims every 8 to 10 weeks, those are the same women who have hair today. But so getting a trim regularly does not make your hair shorter. It actually ensures that you'll retain all of your length because your ends aren't splitting. Like most, because I worked in salons that were not predominantly black, I noticed at work I saw more women coming in for trims than I did for anything else. Certain stylists that I would work by, they would have days like 2, 3 days where all they did was trims all day. Their clients would come in just for a shampoo and a trim and walk out with wet hair because the most important thing to them was a trim, and all of them had hair almost to their butts. Yeah. Hello, Cyn. I bought that butterfly pleat tea and it is bomb and a pretty blue color. Ooh, yeah. Look, if you put some lemon juice in it, it'll turn like a pretty purple color too. It's super bomb. I'm sure, but I mean, I'm sure you know that already. My instructor did this in school, but she used yarn to explain what the ends do when it splits. Great example, Cyn. Girl, see, look, I be knowing, girl. I've been doing this 14 years. I better know some stuff. Tell yo, oh, yarn. That's a good one too. Yarn is a good illustrator too. I may steal that. I'm gonna give credit to your instructor. Hey, hey, 2022, Cyn. Hey, girl. Hey, 2022, Trina. Hey, girl. It took me a minute. I don't got my glasses on, so it went in and out of focus. I apologize. Wait. Yes, that was my point because some people want to keep their length rather than being concerned about the health. Thanks for answering. No problem, babe. My shedding has gone down. I still see the white bub. Is that normal? So again, what are your routines? Because the white bulb at your ends means that your ends are being burnt. I need you to think about it. So when you think about the white bulb at the end, at your ends, think about any time, and everybody has either done it to somebody or did it to themselves or maybe a doll or something. Okay. So, and we got 30 minutes before we head over to Amazon, y'all. But the what was I about to say? Ooh, oh, everybody's done this at one point. Had the pressing comb up too high, and then when if the pressing comb or the Marcel iron is too hot, then it'll turn the hair like this weird color before it fall off. And if you was to look at the ends of that, right, the ends of the hair that's been burnt off with the pressing comb, it looks like a little white ball or maybe a bigger white ball if you burned it off that severely, but it really resembles the same little white ball that's on your ends. So those little white balls on your ends is coming from something you're doing wrong. Either your heat is up too high, either you're not using the right or enough heat protectant in your hair when you're using heat tools. Something's wrong. There's some type of imbalance because that's not normal. Suggestions for your ebook. Oh, which ebook do you want? Like what you trying to learn? What you need to know? I'll tell you exactly where to go. Boom. So no nipple juice in 2022, right? No. We was never using nipple juice. I want all of y'all to just go to Roberto's. Stop trying to be on the menu at Roberto's. Stop trying to be potato salad with your onion juice. Stop trying to be little things, jars of pickle juice with your apple cider vinegar. Love yourself in 2022. And love your man or your woman because they love you. They love you a lot if they sleeping next to your ass smelling like pickle juice. It's not cute. They just love you. Don't do that to them. That's why after this, we heading over to Amazon so we can find some products that they're gonna be okay with. Amen. I use the entire Olaplex line and I'm still experiencing tons of split ends through my shaft, throughout my head. Thank you for saying that. Do not get mad at me when I say this, please. And this is for everybody, so please really don't get mad at me. Olaplex is something that comes in to help you keep your routine in order after you already have it together. Sis, if your ends are split, Olaplex is not going to go in your head and bind your ends back together. You cannot save split ends. Once your ends are split, that is it. Olaplex does not have anywhere on their bottles, on their website, nowhere that promises you that they're going to fix your split ends or anything like that. No. Olaplex is something that you use like once you went through something like my 7-day challenge, or you've done your own 7-day challenge, done the scalp detox, and have dug up all of the old things that you did, and you have your ends trimmed. So you got all of your split ends off. You got all of your dead ends off. You got a brand new routine. Your hair is in healthy running order. Then Olaplex will help you to maintain that. But once your ends are split, Olaplex is not going to come in and bind your split ends back together. Once your ends are split, that is it. Please do not. I have never told y'all that. And I don't want y'all to take that from anybody. And to me, that's one of the main things, one of many things that I really don't like about YouTube, because people are like, okay, I'm gonna use Olaplex 3 in my hair and everything's gonna be great. No, Olaplex 3 is not going to go in your head, and I'm not talking to you, I'm just speaking in general. Olaplex 3 is not going to go in your head and fix 5 to 6 to 7 to 15, 20 years of bad hair routines. It's not gonna happen. If you have split ends, Olaplex is not going to go in your hair and bind your split ends back together. No. Lovely. If you just came in and you didn't see the analogy that I used with the illustration that I used with the paper, it's the same thing. Olaplex is not a split end binder. It's not going to bind your ends together. It repairs bonds within the hair shaft, not split ends on the outside. By the time your ends split, it's done. By the time something shows up visually, it's already done. Everything starts on the inside. So by the time it splits on the outside, that's it. Olaplex is not a save all. If you want your ends to stop splitting, you must cut the split ends off. Period. And you will never hear another professional stylist say anything different. And that's where this, oh, hairstylists and cosmetologists are scissor happy and stuff like that. But I thought it was a bond reconstructor. Love, your bonds and your, okay, y'all getting on my nerves. I love you, but a bond, your bonds and your split ends are two completely different things. It's a bond reconstructor, right? So you still have to have some type of, okay, for example, that's like being like expecting this bottle to be full when you put something in it with a hole in the bottom of the cup. It don't matter how good the bottle is, you cannot fill up a bottle with a hole in the bottom of it. Your ears are split. Like, no, it's a bond reconstructor. So your bonds are on the inside of your hair shaft, on the inside. The bonds, that's what makes your hair curly, your elasticity, and all of that. By the time your ears split, that's it. And all bets are off. Split ends are the last thing. That's why every cosmetologist tell y'all get a trim every 8 to 10 weeks, get a trim every 8 to 10 weeks, because once them ends split, that's it. There's no repairing it. There are certain levels to the hair growth cycle. There are certain levels, and at certain levels, the hair can be repaired, but at a certain level, they cannot. And once they split, that's it. Like once the ends split, there's nothing else we can do. That's why every stylist, every 10 weeks, every 10 weeks, every 10 weeks. Remember, everything on here, you can't take personal. And if I say, and I didn't say, okay, thank you for being here. I'm now learning my hair washing every other week while detangling. I want my hair to be in the growth stage and out of the shedding stage. Well, this is the thing with that though. So So your hair will never be out of the shedding phase. So you have the anagen phase, the canogen phase, and the telogen phase. But at every time and at every point of your life, a certain percentage of your hair is always in one of these three phases. So right now, as we speak, there is a certain percentage of your hair that's in the anagen phase, right? There's a certain percentage of your hair that is in the canogen phase right now, and there's a certain amount of your hair that's in the telogen phase. Now, oh, excuse me, the longest phase is the anagen phase, and the anagen phase of the hair growth cycle is the phase where your hair is growing. The canogen phase is the phase of the hair growth cycle where the hair detaches itself from the follicle. Older hairs, the oldest ones within the follicle, detach themselves from the follicle and make room for the new hair that's coming out, right? So that's the hair that people see shedding all the time. When you combing your hair, it is not a big deal. That is hair that is in the canogen phase. Let it go, because actually shedding is a good sign. Shedding is a clue to let you know that your body is going through its natural hair growth cycle like it's supposed to. Shedding, normal shedding, right? Not excessive shedding, but normal shedding is a sign that new hair is coming, because anagen phase is when the hair is growing. Canogen phase is when the hair is moving out of the way. It's hair coming up, right, through the follicle. So old hair is falling out, making way for the hair that's going to pierce through. And then the telogen phase is just a resting phase, right? Now the canogen phase and the telogen phase only lasts for a couple of weeks, right? Maybe like a couple of months tops. The anagen phase, where your hair is growing, lasts for years, like 8 to 9 years, 10 years for some people, right? But the telogen phase only gonna last a couple of weeks unless you are stressing yourself out. Now, you can either stress yourself out on the internal level, so this is stuff that you could possibly be eating, stress from your environment, emotional stress from your job, or you doing mechanical damage, wetting your hair all the time, putting different oils and butters that block the follicle on, that's causing distress. And anytime you cause any type of stress, you put your hair in the telogen phase. The telogen phase is the resting stage. Nothing's happening. Your hair not falling out, it's not shedding, and it's not growing either. And it's only supposed to last for a couple of weeks, but it can last for years if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or if you're trying to do all of this natural stuff and I made it myself in my kitchen with boo boo sprinkles. That really, really, really causes the telogen phase to last longer. And see, the problem that women have, they do all of these YouTube, oh, grow my hair fast with rice water. And you, what y'all don't understand, there are three different levels to the hair growth cycle. Anagen, where it's growing, canogen, where, like I said, it's shedding, and then telogen, where it's resting. But what y'all don't realize, if y'all go into your hair growth cycle with something that is artificial, and even though rice water is natural, that's still not something that is a part of your body naturally, right? So you go and put this aggressive living organism on the follicle, and what the YouTuber's not telling you, because they don't know, is that what you are doing is causing the anagen phase to go under stress. So yeah, your hair growing real fast, but your hair is under stress. The follicle is under stress. So you can have a follicle that's under stress for years. So in translation, you can have some really intense hair growth from rice water or whatever else you use for years, 4 or 5 years, but then something hits where your scalp gets so stressed out from the stuff that you putting in your head that's not controlled, because you don't know what you're doing, because the person who you learned it from didn't know what they was doing. Then your follicle goes under stress. And when so much stress is done to the body, whether it's externally or internally, the hair shaft goes into the follicle, goes into the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle, where the hair stops growing all over, except for in a small percentage of the hair. Give me a 5 if it makes sense. So understand, there will never be a time where any part of your hair won't be in the shedding phase. Your hair is always going to be in the anagen phase. It's always going to be in the chanogen phase. It will always be in the telogen phase. And don't quote me on percentages, because I can't picture it in my head right now. So it's going to be off. But about 85% of your hair is in this anagen phase right now as we speak. And then about 10% is in the chanogen phase, where it's shedding. And then the rest of the percentage, which is a very, very small percentage, is in the telogen phase, where it's not growing. And that's just sporadically all over your head. All right. The excessive shedding is due to blocked follicles. Not necessarily. That could be one of many things. That could be one of many things. Shedding could be one of many things. Stress to the follicle. hmm So yeah, excessive shedding could be blocked follicles. It could be from stress. It could be from damaged follicles by the products or the essential oils that you use being too strong. It could be from a lot of different things. Give me a 2 if you are heading over to my Amazon Live. Give me a 2. We are going live on Amazon at 2:30, so a little under 30 minutes. It's 2:06 here. So these are most of the products that we're going over when we get over to Amazon Live. I have a couple of sulfate-free shampoos and conditioners. And then y'all know Olaplex is my favorite bond reconstructor, period. But y'all already know that. So I'm going to be giving you guys a couple more options of bond reconstructors. And I will be giving you guys my favorite brand of coconut oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil. Yes, I said coconut oil. I use coconut oil, just not in my hair. You got a big old body. You got a big old body. There's a bunch of places you can use stuff in your big old body. You do not got to put everything on your big old body in your hair. That do not got to be the only place. Oh, do you guys like my nose ring? I finally changed it to a hoopty doop. It's the moon, guys. It's the moon. Give me a 4 if you want the Amazon link to be in the comments again. Thank you. Give me a 4 if you need the Amazon link to be in the comments again. I'll put it back. I wanted to get a nose ring. You know what's super funny? I pierced my nose myself with a nose ring that I got off Amazon. I still have it in there. It's like a little nose ring kick. Bloop, bloop. Let me know if y'all want me to show y'all, and then let me know if y'all want me to show y'all what it look like, and then I'll show y'all. I'll put it in the Amazon store. I still need your ebook, sis. I didn't see which or maybe you did. I didn't see which I can't think. I didn't see what exactly you needed. Can you remind me? Just say it again really quick. Yeah, give me a two if you want me to show you. I'll go get it real quick. It was easy. It was like bloop. Girl, I'm sorry, girl. Girl, tell me exactly. Be like, Cyn, I need more information on this. Which ebook can help me learn blah 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 blah. Not blah blah blah. You know what I'm trying to say, girl? Okay. Love, tell me exactly. Make sure you title it as that. Say, I need to know exactly what you mean. Dot dot dot. I need to know exactly what ebook to get to learn this. All right, hold on. Let me go get it. It's right here. It's right here, girl. It's right here, girl. And all of the links are in the chat, guys. So this is what it is. I'm not gonna open it because I probably won't, but I don't know over time because I've been liking, like, obviously if I did a second one, I wouldn't have two big old hoops on both sides. But I either gonna do another one next to this one or one over here. I don't know, but this is what it look like. It's just this little trigger gun thing. And yes, the little black thing, I'm gonna do my nails later. Okay, thank you. Boom. That's what I need to know. Tell me exactly what you need, and I'll tell you where to go. All right, hold on. So now we're on my website, guys. Yes, we are. So we're gonna head over there to the ebook of ITs. I'll add it to the Amazon store just for you, boo. So we're gonna leave off of here in like 5 minutes, so I can go add anything else that I need to add to the Amazon store and everything. Sorry about this straw. Y'all just gonna have to live life with the straw in the mix, cause goddamn it. Okay, so one of my favorites and my top selling ebook is My Hair Growth Cycle, your 89-page hair growth journal. So it's not just a journal. Oh, excuse me, but it actually breaks down your hair growth cycle, everything that you need to be doing during those phases of your hair growth cycle, everything that you should not be doing. And that is that one right there, the one that says top seller. Oh, I'm trying to get it. Oh, there we go. The one that says top seller. That's one of the best ones. And then the natural myth buster is a really, really good one, only because not only because, but it's also one of my favorites because with the natural myth busters, I go deep, deep, deep into all of the different like YouTube, different things that people do, but I don't specifically talk about YouTube. I just go deep into the different mentality that YouTube has pushed most women into, that most women are stuck in trying to understand certain things. So that's a really good idea. So that's a really good one. And then, sorry, y'all, I got sidetracked. And then, if you wanted to learn more about amino acids, what I was telling you guys about amino acids, the amino acids that the body stops making at 30, and what you can do to stop it, what you can do to put those amino acids back, the exact fruits and vegetables, the exact diets, herbs, and stuff that you can take to put back the amino acids that the body's no longer making. That ebook is called Hair Growth Building Blocks Amino Acids, and that is $15. And then it's right there. not focusing. Oh. And then I have my Shea Butter retention butter. There's a lot on there. How do I join Amazon Live? So the link above Amazon, the link for Amazon Live is right above your comment, Julia. Well, it's in less than, it's not even gonna be in 30 minutes. It's 2:13 here, and I'm doing it at 2:30 here. So it's not even, you girl, go get some water or some juice or something. You'll be all right, Julia. You already up, girl. I believe my hair is fried due to leaving it wet overnight, then blow drying it. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Hydro fatigue, most likely. That's what you got going on. My website. Hold on, player. I mean, boo. I mean to say play. I mean, boo. All right, so I am about to head over to our Amazon Live. I'm starting at exactly 2:30. It is 2:14 right now. So make sure you head over there. We're just going to be really quick over there. I'm going to go over a couple of my favorite products and explain them to you guys. All right. I love you guys so much. And I will see you over there in a minute. Make sure you check the links in this live stream to head over there. And I'm also going to put them in the link below right now. Okay, bye. I gotta go.